Multifaceted, visionary, and practical. These three pillars are not just words. They are the essence of Lambda Omega's commitment to fostering a comprehensive, forward-thinking, and actionable inclusive leadership environment. This year, although we missed out the moment of eclipse, we remain steadfast in our commitment to create a meaningful impact in the Southern Hemisphere, to support and assist young leaders in the other half of the globe to leave a meaningful footprint in inclusive leadership. Hi, I'm Jaden.
I'm Ella. I'm Ella.
I'm Genevieve.
And I'm Dimitri.
And we're from the Lambda Omega chapter at the University of Sydney. This year, we've embarked on an ambitious journey to deliver the most extensive and engaging D&I case competition program in our 18-year history. Our innovative approach, encapsulated in a two-stage program, is designed to not only educate, but also to inspire practical action towards fostering inclusive leadership. Our objectives for this year's program were meticulously crafted around our three core pillars. Firstly, a multifaceted approach. By modeling the program around the strategic VMOS framework, we aim to delve into a broad array of D&I challenges, ensuring a rich and comprehensive exploration of issues that matter. Secondly, our visionary goal was to ignite the imagination of our participants, challenging them to think beyond conventional boundaries and to envision a future where diversity and inclusion are not just ideals, but realities. Finally, practical was at the heart of our program's design, emphasizing actionable insights and strategies that participants can apply in real-world scenarios, thereby making a tangible impact in our communities and workplaces. In setting our goals for this event, we strive for ambition balanced with realism. Firstly, we set our sights on engaging 50 prospective members, an ambitious yet realistic number that reflects our increasing commitment to expanding the program's reach. Secondly, with a budget cap of $850 Australian dollars, we demonstrated our dedication to creating a scalable and replicable model for future initiatives. Through these goals, we aim to not only broaden our chapter's influence, but also equip our participants with the knowledge and skills to navigate and shape the future of diversity and inclusion in their professional spheres.
In the first section of our program, we aim to facilitate discussion for students to share their vision of diversity in the workplace. We did this by offering an active learning experience to participants, with the morning comprising of two main sections. The first was a discussion with their case competition teams, where students discussed their current knowledge surrounding our focus areas of diversity and inclusion. This was effective as it helped students to understand each other's perspectives and learn to collaborate through their differences. Further, our mission was to help students to develop a new understanding of diversity and inclusion through the panel event with 4 representatives. The first, a CFO without formal business qualifications or education, a rural student, part of the university's rural outreach program, an accounting professor, and a young academic who teaches in the business school. The focus here was hearing their experiences when it came to educational, geographical, and age diversity during their careers. This allowed participants to gain first-hand understanding and inspiration of the current issues being faced by those affected and what programs and strategies are feasible for achieving inclusivity and a flexible working or hiring policy. The combination of these two sessions brought D&I to life, setting an excellent foundation for our full-day event. Our strategy was to create the framework to drive effective solutions. By responding to the post-event feedback from the 2023 Diversity and Inclusion event, it became apparent that students wanted upskilling and education surrounding how to construct their case. Accordingly, by appropriate reasoning, we offered an in-depth educational workshop run by one of our current members who has a wealth of experience in pitching his small business. This increased accessibility to those students who had less experience with case competitions, increasing confidence of all students and offering a unique perspective from a small business owner. On top of this set the foundations for students to take on an inclusive problem-solving approach to find effective solutions. After this, lunch and networking provided the students with an opportunity to ask further questions of their peers to gain an understanding of their diverse perspectives, as well as engage with industry professionals to learn about their practical experience with inclusive leadership. Overall, cementing our strategy to create the framework to drive effective solutions. Our objective was to instruct students in defining the parameters of the solution and success metrics. The students spent 2 hours creating a solution to the case we prepared for them before presenting these to our judges in a 10-minute presentation. In maintaining that ingrained focus on innovation, we sought to involve the panel discussion representatives in the judging of the event. In doing so, this equipped the student groups with informed feedback as to the practicalities of their innovative solutions, whilst receiving advice from the perspective of an industry representative who likely confronted similar issues of D&I in their own careers. The case competition brought together our vision, mission, and strategy aspects, culminating in our objective, where the parameters of the solution and success metrics were defined.
To further maximize the impact of the event and sustain learnings beyond it, we delivered a redesigned mentorship program. The design of the program was tactically measured to address the shortcomings of the 2023 program and tailor to the specificities of this year's vision and mission. In 2023, we ambitiously planned to have a face-to-face mentorship program available to all the finalists, which was retrospectively unfeasible due to timing availability from mentors inter alia. We addressed these defects through 3 different tactics. Firstly, we had the mentorship program available as one of the prizes which members of the winning team could choose to select. This reduced the amount of mentors we needed, as not everyone selected this prize. Number 2, we introduced more informal networking by providing afternoon tea after the event to allow the participants more time to network with the panelists and judges. We received personal testimonials that participants had connected with the industry professionals via LinkedIn and email and had begun a more organic ad hoc mentorship. And number 3, participants in the event were preferenced to be allocated members for session 3 of our Icebreaker series event. This was a separate pilot event we ran, which culminated in a one-on-one mentorship event. This was the first time we integrate elements of our D&I event with other events, which was greatly successful. So, looking back at our metrics, how did we perform in this event? As we explained, we exceeded our desired outcomes. Our quantitative success can be split into 2 categories: event success and marketing success. Both metrics will help inform how we run future D&I events and also can be extrapolated to other events generally. For attendance, we had 51 students. In 2023, we had 53 participants and found that this number worked well in terms of venue space, completing the activities, and for the professional to student ratio. We therefore wanted around the same number of attendees, and so over-invited slightly by shortlisting 60 candidates to account for inevitable unforeseen illnesses on the day. For future events, we had a great participation retention with 95.8% of participants indicating they would like to attend another BAP event in the future. We also had above 95% express such interest in 2023, and so we knew to capitalize on this by advertising the upcoming events of the semester before and after the lunch break, as well as advertising our subcommittee recruitment and having the chance to be fast-tracked to the interview stage of subcommittee applications as one of the prizes. The success was seen as we had 38 subcommittee applications, a 180% increase in applications from last semester. On a monetary level, the event was under budget as our expenses were catering and thank you gifts for the judges/panel members. We decided on prizes instead of cash, which included mentoring, networking, and subcommittee opportunities being offered to finalists. We felt this better aligned with the event, particularly the prizes help foster education, professional development, and chances for leadership. For marketing success in social media engagement, we had an overall 22% increase in engagement across all social media platforms from 2023. The top 3 sources of engagement and interest in the event came from the university's learning management platform Canvas, then Instagram, then word of mouth. This is different from 2023, wherein email and Facebook were second and third respectively. Of note was our Instagram engagement, which totaled 459 views, our highest engagement of events thus far. This engagement increase is a testament to our improved marketing strategy, wherein our marketing team have been more frequently posting not only our events, but also other societies' events to gain inter-society exposure. This also informs future marketing to emphasize Instagram over Facebook, as there seems to be a shift in social media behavior prioritizing Instagram. Again, we had 101 people register for the event, of which we selected 60 participants. The registration amount was lower than last year, and we think the main driver of this was the multitude of other events we had around the time of our D&I event, resulting in a dilution of participation across the events. Last year, our events were more spread out across the calendar year. This year, we were piloting 3 new events for the upcoming best practices competition, so we had to front load our other events to ensure these were done before the regional meeting. Learning from this, we will pilot new events from the latter half of the year to ensure our events are more spread. However, this was not a major issue for the diversity and inclusion event per se, as our aim was to have 50 students. We still greatly exceeded the registrations for this goal.
We conducted pre- and post-event surveys to get a better idea of what impact the event had on the attendees. Our surveys showed that 91.7% of attendees stated that they felt more confident when working in diverse teams in a professional environment. 83.3% agreed that they have a better understanding of how to respond to D&I issues existing in the workplace, and 91.7% of attendees said that they were satisfied with the event proceedings. Based on this data, we can conclude that we had a lasting impact in the areas of personal development for attendees, promotion and development of our BAP chapter, as well as maintaining relationships with professional partners. We had two unexpected outcomes or occurrences before and during the event. Firstly, we had extensive sign-up rates of over 100 registrations. We overcame this by appropriate filtering of candidates based on degree major and the reasons why they were interested in attending. On the day, we still ended up with more attendees than anticipated and overcame this by appropriately adjusting group allocations and activity time frames. Secondly, we experienced challenges with how to best allocate teams with such diverse degrees and backgrounds. We strategically assessed each attendee prior to the event and attempted to optimally match each participant with groups of those that held different areas of expertise to complement skills and knowledge. This ultimately proved effective, as 95.8% of attendees in our post-event survey stated that they enjoyed working in their team. To conclude, the key to turning the leaders of today into inclusive leaders of tomorrow is by grappling with real-world problems to uncover real-world solutions. We hope that our 2024 D&I program lays the foundation and inspiration for Beta Alpha Psi chapters across the world to replicate our shared vision. Multifaceted, visionary, and practical. This is what makes Lambda Omega a truly inclusive chapter. Thank you.